Interviewers love asking this: call, apply, and bind. Let's understand each of them in the short video. Call lets you use a method with a different object. It changes the this value to the object you pass in. You don't need to write the same method for other objects. Helps reuse code across multiple objects easily. Here we have an object called as pet details, and it has a function getInfo. And basically it is returning a string: my pet name is plus this dot name. We have created an object called as dog and its property with the name Milo. Here we are using the call to use a method getInfo with a different object dog. It changes the this value to the object we passed in this case the dog. So this name will be what? This name will be Milo. We didn't have to write the same method again for different objects or for any other object. As we can see, the same method has been reused for multiple objects easily. Okay, so now let's run this program and we will see that the output will be my pet name is Milo. And here it is. Both call and apply serve the same purpose. So we can just paste this code here and change this call to apply. And if I run this code, the output will be the same. My pet name is Milo, my pet name is Milo. Then we should ask this question, that what's the difference between the call and the apply? The main difference between call and apply is how the parameters are passed to the function. Here in the getInfo function, we now take a age parameter and we are also printing this age here. So using this call, we are calling the getInfo function on the dog object and we are passing the parameter 10. So using apply, when we use this function getInfo on the object dog, all the parameters need to be passed inside this array, and this is the second parameter to the apply. In case of call, all the parameters must be passed individually after the dog object. So if I run this code now, the output will be the same. It is just different in way the parameters are passed while calling the call or while calling the apply. Now let's understand what bind is. Bind is very different from call and apply because bind actually creates a new function. It lets you lock the this value to whatever you pass as the first argument. The original function isn't called writer. It returns a copy with the value of this. It is useful when you want to use a function with some specific context. Let's quickly go through an example to understand the bind better. Here we have an object called as person with the property full name and its value is Ria. Here we have a function called as favorite foods that takes three parameters, food1, food2 and food3, and is returning a string with food1, food2 and food3 and full name from the this. Here we are creating a new function food list from the favorite foods using bind. So behind the scenes, this is what the food list function looks like. So as you can see, the this inside the favorite foods after being converted to food list is now bound to the person object. So this is now person inside the food list. Therefore, this dot full name inside the food list is actually Ria, which is the original person. And this argument pizza replaces the food one. So inside food list, it becomes Ria enjoys eating pizza. Food 1 is permanently replaced by the pizza. So now when we call this function food list using sushi, ice cream and brownies, as you can see, there is no third parameter here. Brownies will be ignored. Let me know the exact output of this program in comments.